Hello guys, welcome back to our Algebra 1 workshop, where today we're going to be discussing about quadratic expressions. So on your platform, if I go to quadratic expressions, there are three objectives. The first one is I can multiply polynomials of degree 1 and degree 2. Number 2 is I can factor polynomial expressions. And number 3, I can write quadratic expressions in vertex form and rewrite the equations from vertex to standard form. Okay, let's do a couple of examples just to show you how you can use technology in order to be able to successfully take this test. Okay, so under quadratic expression, let us open some sample problems for small group workshop. So this is our first sample problem, and it says simplify parentheses x plus 3 close parentheses x minus 3. So these are all the possible answers, and let me just show you how Desmos can help you successfully solve this. So on your Desmos, you're going to go ahead and type in, you're given x plus So this is your given expression, and you are going to find out which one is the answer to this. And so you're going to open another tab, and you will just plug in your choices. I would suggest from letter A all the way to letter D. Okay, wonderful. We got the answer. It is the one that went on top of the original expression. So you're going to go ahead, if you want to try out all the answer choices, that's another way to also solve your, check your answer if it's correct. So let's go ahead and try letter B. If I plug in letter B, that's x squared minus 6x minus 9. As you can see, it did not go through the first one. So that is not the right answer. If you're going to plug in all the answers C and D, it won't also go on top. So how will you check? So if I close this window, as you can see, you have two colored functions here. First is black. If you click on that, that is going to, you'll have to, it's like a switch. You will turn it on and off. So this is now the second function is off. If I click it, it's gonna be turned on. So I hope that that is clear. Let us go ahead and answer another problem. So it says here, which of the following expressions equivalent to the given one? And it's kind of the same process. So let's go ahead and plug that in. Start from scratch. That is going to be 2x minus 3 close parentheses, then open 5x plus 1 close parentheses. So this is your function, and you want your other one to be equivalent to that. Therefore, the function that you will type, if it's the correct answer, must go on top of it. So I typed up the other one, that is 7x squared minus 2. That is our choice A, and as you can see, it did not go through. So I will now open another window and type up letter B, which is 7x squared minus 15x minus 2. And again, it did not go through. As you can see, it's all so crowded already. So what I'm just going to do is turn them off. The way to turn them off is to click on all these circle on the left side, and it will turn off once you want to examine the graph, and you can turn it back on again. So I'm now on letter C, and I will just go ahead and type that up. 10x squared minus 13x minus 3. And it went on top. So I think you get the point now. So again, let's go ahead and turn this off and on and off and on. So that is the answer. The answer is letter C. Okay, let's continue on and let's go ahead and go to objective number 2. Let us open a small group workshop problems examples. And this objective says that I can factor polynomial expressions. So let us go ahead and answer this problem. It says, which expression is a factor of x squared minus 4x minus 12? So your first step is to go ahead and use your technology, the wonderful Desmos, in order to see the function. So x squared minus 4x minus 12. So x squared minus 4x minus 12 is this function right here. How would you know which one is a factor to this function? So what you're going to do is you're going to type another, or open another window and type those up. X plus 6, just for it to not be complicated, I will just type it as is, even including the parentheses. Guys, look at this. This is a line. And again, just wanted to emphasize with you that a line happens if the power of your x is 1 and the power of this is 1, so that is obviously a line. That is not a factor because as you can see, this x-intercept is so far away from the graph. The answer to this is whenever your x-intercept is touching the x-intercept of your function as well. So it's either this one, if your line touches this point right here, and your line touches this point right here, then that is the right answer. So obviously this is not. I will just keep on plugging all the rest. So that is x minus 6, and it went there. So that is the answer. But let's go ahead and see the difference between all the choices. I will just plug them all in. I'm now in letter C, which is, it is x minus 2. As you can see, there you go. This is the x-intercept. I hope you're looking. So that is the x-intercept, and it did not go through the x-intercepts of your parabola. So therefore, this is not the answer. Let us go ahead and do letter D, which is x minus 3. And once again, that is in red, so I'm looking at my red. So that's my x-intercept, which is so far away from the x-intercept of your parabola, which is this one and this one. So let us turn off all these wrong ones so that we can examine the correct one. There you go. Focus your attention to the fact that this purple line had crossed the x-intercept of your parabola, therefore that is the answer. Let's go ahead and try answering one more, okay? Question number 2. Which of the following shows 2p squared plus p minus 6 factored completely? Now this time, notice that you're given 2 factors. A while ago, the difference is that there's only 1 factor, so it's just going to be a line that crosses your x-intercept. However, this one, since you have 2 factors, guys, this is the type of example where it should go on top of your original graph. So let's go ahead and use our technology for this one. I'm going to go ahead and type that up. Remember to change your p to x. All those variables should just be x. So 2x squared plus p will become plus x minus 6. So this is your original graph. Let's examine the answer choices. So letter A says 2p minus 3, so that will just be 2x minus 3. So once again, I'm changing all those other variables into just an x. So the next factor is p plus 2, that will just be x plus 2. Okay, we found the answer because it went on top of it. So let me just switch it off to see the original graph and switch it on. And that is it. The answer is A. If you want to go ahead and plug in any answer, just to examine what's the difference, okay, let's plug in, let's say letter D. Go ahead and type up 2x minus 1, close parentheses, and then open again, x plus 6. There you go. It will not go on top of it, so I hope that that is clear. Okay guys, we're going to now go ahead to objective number 3. Alright, let's go ahead and answer this question. So it says, what is the equation of the parabola with vertex of 1, 3 and passing through 3, 5? So Desmos will help us on this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in the first function, which is y equals x plus 1 squared plus 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and open up another window, click on the plus sign, go to table, and then plug in the vertex should be 1, 3. So I know you can see that it's not anymore because this is negative 1, 3. But I will still type it up and type in 1, 3. And whoops, it should be here. It should not be there. Therefore, first answer choice is wrong. I will now go ahead and proceed to letter B. So I'll just go ahead and type in here in the front 1 divided by 2, 1 over 2. And that's going to be x minus 1. Oh, my bad. X minus 1 squared and then plus 3. So this is, oh wow, this looks like it is. So that vertex is 1, 3, but we're not done because we wanted to see if the 0.35 passes through, if the graph passes through 0.35. So let's examine that. 3, 5. I think it's correct by visual inspection, but then I will still use my technology for checking. And it says 3, 5. There you go. Those dots went on there. So I hope that this is clear to you guys. If you want to check all the other choices, you can do so like what I have shown you in the previous example, but that is how you find it. So once again, for objective 3, type up the function, open up a table by clicking on the plus sign and choosing a table button, and then plug in those points. If it goes through the graph that you have typed, then that's the right answer. If it does not go through, then you will have to check and then you will have to change the choices, and whatever matches where it goes through the graph is your answer.